name's Tim Weigel. I work for the New York State IPM program as the statewide grape and hops integrated pest management specialist. We have a 5-year-old hop yard which we have put into a V-trellis, and so we actually have a wire that goes down the middle of the posts. Basically, it was structure the first year. We ran a single core up to that to train our vine up, but as our crowns got bigger, we have more potential for growth, and so the more potential for growth, we can maximize our crop, which is more profit. And we've split our trellis, so we actually have run 2 wires, 1 wire on either side of the post, and that makes our V-trellis. We're about 3 foot on either side of the post, and we're able to wrap up twice as many of our vines as we would with a single wire. We're working toward the end of April here on Lake Erie in western New York. Today in the hop yard we are going to train our vines, which means that we're going to run basically our training system up from the ground and get it to 18 foot up in the air. We're going to use both core, which is the twine, and W-clips to stabilize the core in the ground. Hops are quick growers. They will go from ground level, where you cut them off last year for harvest, up to our top wire, which is 18 feet tall, in a very short period of time. Like I said, they're starting to grow now. By the summer solstice, June 21st, June 22nd, they should be up to 18 feet. And so it's really important to get a system in place right away so we can get them trained up. We typically have a cooler growing season here than they do in the Pacific Northwest, so we need to give the hops the most opportunity they have to get up to twine. So we use core, C-O-I-R, which is a twine type material, but it's made out of coconut husk, so it's a very rough material, and that allows the hops to grow up it. Hops are basically self-climbers. They have a rough stem, and so once you start to train them, you'll give them a couple wraps clockwise around the core, and then they will train themselves up to the top wire. So this is our W-clip, and we have our core, and you can see that the core is very rough. It's made out of coconut husks, and this gives the vine something to grab hold of. We're going to actually put our core in the notch of the W-clip. The W-clip with the applicator tool will then be pushed down into the ground, and it'll compress like that, and when it's released, the W pulls out. This will actually pull up, and that's what keeps it secured to the ground. The applicator tool that we use is the W-clip applicator tool, and you can see that it is set up so it fits. W-clip fits into that. We then put our core into that, take that, and then we can just put it down. We can step on that, pull it up, and you can see that that tightly secures that into the soil, and the vine will be able to climb up. And so we want to get them in place as early as we can. Knowing your spacing helps, because then you can start out. We have 3 and 3.5 foot spacings here, and that's how we set it up. At the hop yards at the Cornell Lake Erie Research and Extension Laboratory,